Good morning, everyone. Hi, if you're just joining, and if you survived Core Galore with Surrey, let me know that you're here. I popped on earlier to the thread to remind you all to get your bums to your 7 a.m. flow. So, guys, if you're here, check in. Let me know you're here. Remember, there are 7 sessions of flow this week. So I want to know, is this your 2 out of 7 or your 2 out of 5 in the mornings? Remember, mornings are 5 sessions, Monday to Friday. So let me know how many flows you've done this week and how your body is feeling, having perhaps done a flow or 2 more than you usually would have. And then, of course, I'll just stick a little bit to the theme of our commitment to change that we spoke about yesterday, our self-discipline. And so your commitment to your flow should be as much as your commitment to your hits, right? And that's how we find balance in life. For a lot of people, the flow isn't their favorite because it's hard and it's slow, and you've got to sit with yourself, you've got to sit in your stuckness, you've got to sit in your stiffness and sit in your uncomfortability. But that's where change happens, right? Change isn't comfortable. And you really start throwing things off balance in your life when you only do the things that kind of feel good or that seem a little easier or where you can be distracted in. So yeah, sitting in these 30 minutes, moving slowly, getting the body to open, hard sometimes, but really necessary and really worth it. So good morning, everyone. Hi, Bridget. Annalise says, doing 3 sessions today plus cook. Amazing, 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 amazing. Beverly, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Beverly says 3 out of 5 flows. Ha, amazing, amazing. Yeah, I've been enjoying some of the shoulder work we've been doing this week. We'll continue this morning. Just changing the sequencing up a little bit, so I hope it feels good in your body. Chantal, good morning. Hi, Roz, 3 out of 5. So grateful for this new time slot. I know, it actually works really well. I kind of was like, what were we thinking? How is it only happening now? But everything happens in divine time, so it's the perfect time. It's been really nice for me. I was at a stage where I was kind of putting it out to the universe to say, I need a morning routine, struggling with my morning routine. Everything's a little all over the show. And then I get a message from Siri saying, do you want to do 7 a.m. Monday to Friday? So yeah, I am here. I start my morning routine an hour before, or what's that? An hour and a half before 7 a.m. So I'm up 5:30, kind of have like a nice slow morning. I drive out to the house that I teach, and then I start my day pretty much by teaching you guys. So what a better morning routine than that? Bridget says 3 out of 5, feeling much better for it. Yay, that's amazing. I'm so glad. The more you do it, the better you're going to feel. I can give you a guarantee, give you 100% guarantee on that. Also, medication to the body. Thanks so much, Kathleen. Much appreciated. Yes, such a pleasure, guys. And like I say, I know you guys thank me a lot, but I hope you're thanking yourselves just as much. Sarah, happy Wednesday. I miss your face. Hope you're well. Marley, another 3 out of 5. Helping with stiffness in the body and crankiness in the mind. Yes. Everything is connected, right? So if the body is stiff and sore, it's going to affect our mood. It's going to affect our mental capacity. It's going to affect our emotions and vice versa, right? So if your your emotions are all over the place, or you're feeling really anxious, or you're feeling perhaps a bit, a bit depressed, then we often skip out on the physical practices, right? Which is completely fair, which is completely fine on some days. But I can tell you that moving your body is what moves your energy, right? When we shift energy, we shift our mindset, we shift our emotions. So just keep that in mind. You don't always have to do everything at 100%, 90%, 80%, 70%. You might do this class and really give it your 20%, 100% presence, right? But 20% in the body, and you may be just really gentle with yourself. So meet yourself where you are every single day, but move your body every single day. But I know the Jeff community doesn't really have a problem with that. Who else is here? Eileen, good morning. Megan James, watching this one while I work just to feel calm. Haha, good. You can just listen to my voice. Zalna, good morning. Lisa, good morning. Jolie, another 3 out of 5. I'm so proud of you guys. So proud of you guys for doing this and fitting it in. Bernadette, Coach Carey team in the house. Who else is here? One-on-ones. Tag your coaches, guys. I'm sure they would love to see that you're in these sessions. Taryn, good morning. Linda, good morning. Marie Verwey, good morning. Anne Marie, Sue Nicholson, Nadine. Hello, everyone. Hi, Nadine. Nice to have you. I hope you're practicing. And Lisa also says 3 out of 5. Rolling my glutes as I can really feel them this morning. Dirky one leg bridges got me. Ooh, those one leg bridges, guys, they are hectic. Hectic. What was I going to say now to Lisa? Oh, I also feel my glutes, but I didn't do her session, so I don't really know what's from. But maybe we can get a bit of a stretch in our bum this morning. Georgie, good morning. Nadine, Tricky. We've got Diona here, another 3 out of 5. Guys, check in, tag your coaches. It's so nice to keep everyone up to date, right? So if we were in a regular gym and your coaches were at the gym every day, as coaches are, and they're online, they're here for you every single day, they'd see whether you walk into the gym. All right, we'd see whether you swipe in your card, or they'd see if you walk in and out of the flow classes. So let's keep that accountability, and let's keep that swiping in, checking in. Nicole, Sony this morning, amazing for you to be here, Nicole. I know you've been so dedicated to your practice. I hope your body's feeling great. Jono popped in here. Good morning, guys. Earn those dots for mobility, movement, and recovery. Yes, 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 yes. It's all about that this morning. Remember, this week we're focusing on the shoulders, even though we do like a full body stretch. We try and get a little bit of everything in, but a little more geared around the shoulders this week. A request from Lisa. I know we got a request yesterday for lower back. So guys, send your requests in for the theme of next week, and then we'll kind of see what we go with. Maybe it's you and Dirky. Maybe. Listener, good morning. Glute stretch would be amazing. Cool, cool. Another 3 out of 5 attendance. Well done, listener. Jenny, are you practicing? So nice to see your name pop up here. We've got Lynn Johnson, Nicola, Pippa, ready for recovery. Adele, good morning. Guys, it's so nice to have all of you here. Let's give it another minute or so before we start. Remember, you can always have a cushion nearby, just to be an extra prop, be an extra support. During your practice, some padding, or when you're in a seat, those kinds of things. You'll kind of figure out, I'll give a few cues, you can use it. I give a lot more cues in the beginner sessions. That's on Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 6 p.m. Where I give a lot more kind of instruction on how to use your cushion. So on this morning, we move a little more, and it's a more all levels practice. So you can take it as far as you like. Remember, guys, that little disclaimer, you are responsible for your body, so listen to it. Don't overstretch in these sessions. Don't do things that really don't feel good. You don't want to be feeling any kind of pain. Uncomfortability, yes. Pain, no. Deep breaths. Take a break when you need to. Okay? All right. Rita here, of course. You got Sandine, 3 out of 5. Amazing. Laura, welcome, welcome. Uh, Sadika, welcome. Sinesha, welcome. Marina, amazing. Not sure how all of this works to join. We'll have to investigate. Marina, someone will get back to you on that. Guys, let's get going. It's 7 o'clock. Simone's going to do this after her 8 a.m. Perfect. That's why it's here. And if you want to double up, do this 30 minutes and then select another class from this week. And then you got an hour practice. How cool. All right, everyone, let's get started. We are going to start on our backs. So not an opportunity to snooze. I'm going to leave my socks on for now because it's freezing. You're going to bring yourself to lie down on your back and then just gently bring your knees to your chest. So if you feel like your head is kind of, your chin is tilting up here, then I'd like you to place a cushion underneath your head, okay? So the back of the neck stays long, my feet are soft. And then we'll just start with some really simple hip rolls. So right hand is on right knee, left hand's on left knee. Take a little squeeze of the knees to chest. Separate them. Take them away from you. My belly is really soft here, so especially those of you who just did core galore, soften your abdominals. And then bring the knees to touch and squeeze the knees back in. Nice. Let's do 4 more like that. Separate them. Take them away. Bring them to touch and squeeze back in. Don't forget to breathe. Let's all together take a nice big inhale and a full exhale. And a big inhale. And squeeze out your exhale. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice pause here. And then we'll change direction. So keep your knees together as they move away from you. So you're kind of rocking on your sacrum here, this flat part of the spine, using your weight to almost give yourself a little bit of a massage. Separate your knees. Middle back can lift here. And then ground the whole spine as the tailbone curls up and you bring your inner knees to touch. Again, take your knees away. Maybe the middle back lifts a little. You separate your legs as far as feels comfortable. You squeeze them into your armpits. And you squeeze them onto your belly. 3 more. Let's take an inhale. And an exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right. Let's interlace our hands around our left knee or your left shin and extend your right leg forward, flex into your ankle and ground your right heel, curling your right toes towards your shin. Really easy and gentle in the abdominals now. We can flex our left ankle as well. You're going to use your arms to help you. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, squeeze your left thigh towards your chest. Bring your nose to your knee and kind of split your legs apart. So extend through your right heel. Try to get your right calf muscle to the floor. Beautiful. And then release down. We do the same thing now. As you draw your nose up to your left knee, your core should be nice and connected now. Okay? Stay up. But start to take your knee to draw to the ceiling. Straighten out your arms, hollow your belly and tuck your chin. And then here you kind of just hanging out on yourself. So you should feel a little bit of a stretch across the shoulders. You can point into your left toes. Try bring your left toe, big toe, to touch the mat. And then we're going to come to sit. So you might need a little rock as you come up to sit. Place your left foot onto the mat. Use your hands to draw length in the spine. Release your hands, both arms up. And then twist to your left, bringing your left fingertips behind you to help you prop up. And then here, you might keep your right arm to the inside of this left thigh. Or if you're feeling quite warm, or if you got a kind of feeling a little more open this morning, you could hook that arm across and then move into a deeper twist. But don't take it to your deepest necessarily. You want this to feel good. You don't want your breath to shorten or to pick up tension in the body. And let's take 3 full breaths here. So ground your sit bones, soften your belly, relax your collarbones. Nice. Let's look forward towards our right foot and then unravel. Take your arms out in front of you and then slowly roll down. Keep your left foot grounded. Keep that core active as you lower one vertebra at a time. And then you bring yourself down. Keep your left foot grounded. Raise your right leg up, and you can bring your hand behind that thigh. Flex into that right ankle. And just open that back line. So you could walk your hand up the calf muscle. Try keep the sacrum grounded. Mine's a little lifted, but that's okay if it lifts a little bit. You just want to feel that opening in the back of your right leg. Again, let's take 3 breaths here. Nice. Bend into your right knee. Change your interlace around the front of your right knee and extend your left leg forward. Ground your left heel. If you can, ground your left calf muscle. Flex that ankle, flex right ankle. Take a full breath in. Exhale, curl up. Bring nose to knee. And inhale, soften down. Again, you're going to draw yourself up. Remember, we're staying here. Start to let the arms straighten as right knee points to the ceiling. I'm going to point into my right foot, bring my right big toe to the mat. Tuck my chin, kind of hang out of myself. Nice. Coming up to sit, you could take a little rock to come all the way up. Reach both arms up, twist, and then right hand behind you. Okay, if you took your arm on the inside on the other side, you'll stick to that on this side. If you took it across, you'll do that. Watch that you're not knocking your right knee over to the left. Keep pressing firmly into that right foot. I'm not on the beach. I'm lifting. And I'm finding that rotation in the spine, maybe looking over to the right. Full deep breaths. And then let's bring the gaze to that left foot. Unravel. Palms up. Keep your right foot grounded. Let your left heel slide back. Ground the vertebra. Ground the sacrum. And then as you lie down, left leg comes up. Again, you can reach behind that left hamstring. Don't overstretch. You could move to your calf muscle. Oh, so nice. We're going to hold for 3 full breaths. Nice. Bend your left knee for a moment. I'm just going to remove my socks here. And then let left foot join right. Feet parallel. Okay, I know, Lisa, don't hate me for this. Everyone with the sensitive glutes. We're going to move up into a bridge pose. Yes, the glutes are going to activate, but don't go into your fullest here, right? You're not looking for your biggest, most extraordinary bridge pose. We basically need to raise the hips so we can get a stretch into our shoulders. So focus on that. Okay, active feet, raise the hips, and then bring your hands underneath you. You're going to try and interlace your fingers. So for a lot of you, it might be that the hands are kind of lifted, and you just find that interlace. You're just going to feel for opening the chest. Okay, for the rest, you're going to keep going. You're going to try and get your arms straight. Roll your shoulder blades in underneath you and really get a nice lift through the chest now and through the shoulders. Soften your belly. Let the inner thighs sink down. You can even relax your glutes a little here and feel for opening the chest. Feel around the shoulder area. Nice. Let's release the hands and slowly roll all the way down. Hook your thumbs. Bring your arms up above your head. Reach your feet forward, flex your ankles, and take a full body stretcher. And as you do, I want you to really pull your thumbs apart, spread through your fingers. Try and get your whole spine nice and straight. And almost try and get the whole spine to press down onto the floor. Nice, relax everything. Change the hook of the thumbs, activate again. Toes towards the shins, reach, pull your thumbs apart. Feel around your ribcage, go as tall as you can. Nice, and relax everything. Bring your knees to your chest. You can roll to the side or cross your ankles and rock all the way forward. Come over your knees. Let's all meet in tabletop position. So now my wrists are under my shoulders. My knees are under my hips. We're going to move 5 rounds of cat-cow. So starting with our inhale, let the belly soften, let the sit bones rise. You're kind of threading through the shoulders as you curl your ears back. Micro bend in the elbows, not locking out. Elbow joints are soft. Opposite movement, exhale, curl your tailbone down, tuck your chin. 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going. Make sure you've done 5 rounds. And you'll meet neutral spine. Taking a wide knee child's pose, bring your big toes to touch and take your knees nice and wide apart. Okay, if your ankles struggle to open at the top, place a cushion underneath the feet. If your knees are feeling a bit sensitive, place a cushion between the heels and the buttocks. Sit yourself back, reach your arms forward, elbows up off the mat, all 10 fingers pressing down, head to soften down. And then just hold here for a few breaths. Press into the pinky side of your hand as you feel your outer shoulders kind of wrap down and you make some space between inner shoulders and ear. Let the ribs expand sideways. Breathe into the back of your lungs. press into your palms, look up. Come right onto your fingertips. And slowly start to walk across to your left. So you're going to go as far as you can. Press into your right hand so that you feel your right sit bone downwards, or your right buttocks rather, ground towards your right heel. Roll your right shoulder level to your left. Soften your head down. See if you can walk your fingertips a little more forward without lifting your right buttocks. Pull your right hip back. Relax your head. Move all the way back through center. Go as far as you can to your right now. My left buttocks isn't leaving my heel. Both arms are straight. I'm going to roll my left shoulder down so that I try and get it level to right. I'm going to relax my head down. And so I'm arching all the way over to the right. And come back through to center. Let's flatten our palms. And just come down into a nice symmetrical shape. You can soften your arms, your shoulders, your elbows now. Then slide your hands back behind you so you can just allow your shoulders to kind of roll forward. And then let's meet in tabletop. Knees hip distance. Tuck your toes under and walk yourself back and bring your buttocks onto your heels. Stretch open the bottoms of the feet. So feel your inner heels squeeze slightly towards one another. Draw both arms up. Take a nice big circle. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. And again, it might look like this for you, where you're just rolling the shoulders back. Or start to extend the arms. Maybe take the hands away from the lower back. I know it's strong in the feet here, but stay with me. Nice. Relax everything. Bring yourself up onto your knees, untuck your toes. So again, this is the opportunity to come onto your cushion if your knees are feeling sensitive. Release the hands next to the hips. Again, draw them all the way up. And take them up and back behind you. Once again, change your interlace and then move into your variation. Strong legs, push your hips slightly forward. Keep a drawing of the lower belly inwards. Maybe take your gaze slightly up, but don't throw your head back. Keep your chin tucked. Nice. Neutralize your spine. Release your hands back down for tabletop. Move through one round of cat-cow. So extend. And then round flexion. Neutral spine. Tuck your toes under, raise your knees, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees, tuck your chin, prepare to spinal roll up. So it's the lower belly that lifts to get that initial rotation of the pelvis. Stack your vertebra, come all the way up to stand. Loop the shoulders, up, back, and down. Let's reach both arms up. Inhale. Bend the knees. Take the hips back. Fold yourself forward. Tuck the chin. Take a halfway lift by pressing your hands into your shins and then looking forward. You're going to bend your knees as much as you need to bring your right hand to the floor. And then start to twist as you open left arm out to the side. So here you could kind of look up, forward, or down. And switch. Left hand down, press into that left hand to open up. So even if your knees are bent here, that's fine. Nice. And then look down, bring your right hand down. Walk your hands forward, find a downward dog. So let's have our knees bent for a moment here. Relax your head. And then press firmly into left hand, ground right heel. Take a nice stretch in that back line. Bend both knees. Press into right hand, ground left heel. Nice. And then bend both knees. Walk your feet to the middle of your mat. Walk your hands back. Bend your knees. Prepare, roll all the way up. Loop the shoulders. And come to stand. Alright, so you can just turn to face the kind of the front edge of your mat or the middle of your mat. And we're just going to move through some limb swings. So arms out to the side. Make sure you're not going to knock anything that's around you. Take your feet a little wider than hip distance. And then just slowly start to twist in the spine. Okay, so for our lymph work, we really want to focus on our exhales and keeping our heart rate low. Okay, so a nice way to really hear your exhale is by using like an SH sound as you exhale. So I'll inhale and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. I'm going to go for about another minute or so, so just keep going. And let it feel good. You really want to be nice and relaxed here. Take it easy. And now we're really just helping our lymphatic system to move. So our lymphatic system, pretty much the garbage disposal system of the body, moves toxins out of the body, or rather it moves toxins to where it needs to go to release out of the body. Okay, and then we'll start to slow down until you come all the way to stillness. Rearrange your feet. Take a little loop of the shoulders. Nice. All right, then let's work with our right shoulder a little bit. So I like to keep a little bend in my knee so that I know I'm not locking the joints out without noticing. And I'm just going to start to take my right arm up and back. So just rotating that shoulder. Okay, so really listen to your body here. If that is like, ooh, okay, that feels quite good, I'm just going to keep doing that, that's fine. Okay, little efforts. So my hands relaxed. Or you can kind of start to move with momentum. So that arm is just swinging around. Don't forget your exhales. Don't clench your jaw. Just relax around that shoulder joint. All right. Slow it down. And then change direction. Let's go slowly first. Just feeling that kind of stroke forward. And then as you go, you might just start swinging it around. Okay. Just move it forward and back a few times. I like to always end with it moving backwards a round or two, just so that I leave my shoulder in this open position. Second arm. Remember, we're just going to go slowly backwards. So that we always kind of prepare the mind and the body, right? So the mind decides this is what we're going to do. And then we just sort of introduce it to the body. So the body knows where we're going. And then you can start to swing it if you want to. If it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, just continue with your soft circles. All right. And let's slow down. Let's change direction. Slow circles first. And when you're ready, you can start taking it forward. Okay, forward and back. Do a few rounds backwards. And then we'll come to stand. Equal standing pose, reach both arms up. Bend your knees a little as you take a side stretch to your right. And come back up to center. And take a side stretch to your left. And back up to center. Okay, simply change your direction again. Come back into your forward fold. Tuck your chin. Take your hands forward, take your feet back, find your downward dog again. Maybe now you ground your heels a little more. Alright, so we're going to move into pigeon pose. So let's bring our left knee behind our left wrist. Your left ankle towards your right wrist, but your shin will most likely be very quite diagonal. So right heel towards right hip. Ground your right knee. You can untuck your toes. Make sure that back foot isn't buckling. And then if this left buttock, so my buttock moves all the way down to the floor and my sacrum stays pretty secure. If you're a little bit higher, please prop yourself up. 1, 2, 3 cushions. See how you go. And then from there, you're going to reach your arms forward. Maybe you stay on your elbows. You could stack your fists and just allow your forehead down into your hands. Or you're all the way flat down onto the floor. Okay, we're going to hold 3 full breaths. Nice. Bring your hands up. Okay. We're going to raise back knee up. Press into a high plank if you can. And step left foot back. Downward dog. Second side. Right knee behind right wrist. Foot a little to the left. Shift that back foot back. Round the knee. Prop yourself up onto a cushion for the right buttocks if you need to. Untuck your toes, press the top of that foot into the mat. And then adjust as you must. Take the variation you did on the other side. Find your shape. Take 3 full breaths. Nice. Bring yourself up to sit. Remove your cushion so you can come to sit on your right buttock. Swing your left leg around and twist yourself to face the long side of your mat. Okay, so here there's 2 options. Option 1 is you're going to take your feet apart. So see how I'm not crossing at my ankles, right? I'm crossing at my shins. So I'm trying to get the outer edges of my feet in line with the outer edges of my knees, okay? For those of you a little more flexible, guys, if you haven't practiced this before, stick with this variation. For those of you who do practice, you could stack your shins, right? If you've got a very big gap in between the knee and the ankle, then you will find support here. Everyone to raise your arms, and then you'll fold yourself forward over your legs, tuck your chin. 3 full breaths. Nice. Come back up and switch. So now it is the opposite leg in front. Again, cross your shins, right? So my knees are quite close and I can almost reach my hands to the bottoms of my feet and the outer edges of the knees. Those of you who stacked on the other side, just make sure you switch, not like me getting all confused with legs. Make sure that you switch. See, this side is much higher than my other side, so I'm actually just going to go for this variation here. Reaching arms up and moving forward and down. Tuck your chin. So you really need to read your body. And every day, every time you get on your mat, your body is going to be different and you need to adjust. You need to adapt and you really need to listen to what your body is telling you. And slowly come up. Just a little reverse tabletop here. Press your hands down behind you. Raise your hips, take a little stretch in the shoulders. And lower your hips. Cross your legs. Float both arms up. Full breath in. Palms to touch. Draw into heart space. Bow your head down. Thank yourself for making the time to do this work. We thank our bodies for carrying us through this life. We show gratitude to the practice. And I thank you all for sharing your practice in this digital space with me and everyone else. Thank you. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday and that you're feeling good. Let me know how that felt in your bodies, in the glutes a little bit. We didn't do much release, but I hope it helped a little bit. The shoulders, how are they feeling? And what does the rest of your day look like? I know there's quite a lot happening. Jono's cooking tonight as far as I know. And yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Tomorrow afternoon, 6 p.m. beginners. Thanks for joining, guys. Such a pleasure. Eileen, Carmelita. Such a pleasure, guys. Nokubonga, such a pleasure. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that. It really is my pleasure. I'm so glad everyone enjoyed that. Lisa, that was yummy. Good. How are your shoulders feeling 3 days in, Lisa? It was your request for the shoulder work this week. I'm assuming Siri made your shoulders work quite hard this morning, so that must have felt like quite a nice release. Taryn Marie says, left shoulder taking some strain, but a little more loose, 3 out of 5. All right, Taryn Marie, I'm glad it's feeling a little better. Please make sure that, you know, when we're doing big mobility things like that, you really want the joints to be quite nice and soft and relaxed. When you're doing weight-bearing exercises like a plank pose, you want to be firming in and around that shoulder joint. So just notice that if you have any specific questions, if there's a specific pose where you're feeling uncomfortable or pain, and you can pop me a message, pop your coach a message, and just make sure that you're doing the correct work to not injure that shoulder. Beverly, such a pleasure. This is Maya. Hello, Lippy. I'm actually at my boyfriend's parents' house. So as you can see the new setup, I'll be here for tomorrow's class as well. Roz, I'm glad you're feeling good. Dean, such a pleasure. Elisna, Sadika, and Sue, guys, really such a pleasure. Cheryl says she was feeling quite stiff this morning. Um, so first thing in the mornings, our bodies can tend to be a little stiff, especially if it's cold. So remember that overstretching, not great. And just moving gently in your body, waking it up. Lara, so much tighter down the right. Yeah, remember a lot of the movements we do in our general day is quite unsymmetrical, right? So things as simple as driving, using your right leg more than your left, or your left more than your right, depending on how much you change gears. So many things, the way you're sitting at your desk, crossing one leg over the other. So really becoming mindful about those kinds of things. Ooh. All right, guys, maybe that's a sign that I should stop chatting. Glad you're going to incorporate more of it into your week, Tegan. Everyone, let me know how many sessions you're doing, and how it feels. Matthew Lee says, nominate me for a challenge. Ooh, Matthew, I will have a think about that. Or you can nominate me for a challenge, or let me know what you have in mind. We actually haven't really done a flow challenge, so maybe that's not a bad idea, guys. I mean, the standing challenge is that there are 5 sessions every week, Monday to Friday. So the challenge is that you do 5 out of 5. If you add in the 2 beginners class, it's 7 out of 7. And then if you listen to my Jeff Ed, it's 8 sessions of flow and Kathleen that you can get in every week. Bernadette says first class. We'll have to join the beginners class at 6 p.m. as my body doesn't go where it should be. Bernadette, absolutely. Come to a little bit of both. Remember, you can do these sessions. You don't have to do everything. The more you do it, the more your body will understand and the better it's going to feel. Adele felt the shoulders in those windmills, but they needed some serious release. Yes. So remember, first just moving slowly. If your shoulder feels okay, you'll start to take it a little faster. But really just meet yourself where you are. Like I say, if that's something that stood out for you, that's a practice that you can do every day. Don't wait for the flow classes to do the mobility work in your bodies, guys. 3 out of 5. Kathy Fuller, well done. Marty, such a pleasure. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off so that you can get ready for your 8 a.m. Thank you all for joining. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Thursday, 8 a.m., 7 a.m. again. All right, ciao, bye.